everyone for some more of my Preussen Münster career mode here on FC24. And this is the Season 2 finale, as we are going to wrap up this episode by playing this game. Well, I say play, but we're going to be going through the actual sim with this game against Hamburg, since we really have nothing to gain or lose. Though I do hope that we get to see a title celebration at the end of this game, and then we'll be quick simming through the Heidenheim game, and then we'll be going into the month of July, June rather, and find out who gets promoted alongside ourselves. But before we continue on, I hope you guys have an awesome day today. Hope you guys doing well. And I am making 2 changes to the starting lineup. I decided to put Van Diven in there instead of Batmaz, because Batmaz is going to be my backup striker from next season on, and Van Diven's going to be my main guy. And I'm honestly thinking about putting in Malagon as my starting goalkeeper unless I find somebody next year. But without further ado, we are going to go ahead and get into this game. You can see Hamburg's playing a 4-3-3 holding. It's pretty much what you would expect from Hamburg. Glatzel up front alongside Jada and Dompe. Benes, Rice, and Kron make up the midfield. Muheim, Hadze, Kadunic, Sean Lau, the captain, and Heyer make up the backline with Daniel Hoyer Fernandez in goal for them, which it seems like he's been at the club forever. But we are going to go ahead. We're going to keep the kits on as is. If we do celebrate the title, it is going to be in the rain, unfortunately. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead. Now, we could potentially be damaging Hamburg's title hopes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight to kickoff here. See if we can get the ball. I'm going to create an opportunity, but I'm actually not going to actually interfere. I'm just going to let Quicksim do its thing. If we win, we win. If we don't, we don't. But, I mean, the season's pretty much already won. We've already won the title, so. But we are going up against a club which is considered a fallen giant in German football. And a club that I am becoming more and more convinced is cursed. Because they've been in the bottom division, well, the second division now, since 2019. And it looks like they'll be spending another season in the second division of German football. And it just seems like no matter what they do, they just cannot take that step and get back to being promoted to the Bundesliga. I don't know what the story is with that. But we are going to go ahead. We're going to lead the way. Well, Koningsdorfer, I bought him and Ferrari from Hamburg. But we're going to go ahead and jump to the sim. And we're just going to watch a sim, which, I mean, it does make sense. Hamburg, I mean, I should have had them white, but the nickname Mauthausen actually means red shorts in English. Well, in German, I should say. As Bukhari gets us an early lead. And of course, they also have the nickname Dino, which is the dinosaur in German. And up until 2018, they had spent every year in the Bundesliga since its inception. But since they got relegated, they have not been back since. And it looks very highly unlikely at the time of recording this, which is April 5th, that they're going to be in the top division again. So we'll be seeing Hamburg once again in the second division next season. Why are we... Okay. Why is my back line so high up the pitch, if I can speak English? I mean, this game ultimately doesn't matter, but... Oh, shoot. Okay, nice one by Jada. He's always dangerous. It's actually one of Hamburg's longest tenured players as Glatzel equalizes. Okay, how we respond? Not like that, we're not. Yeah, I am not interfering whatsoever. So even if we're losing or whatnot, I am not intervening. The only time I'll be jumping in on this game is towards the very end of the match. And then hopefully we'll be getting a title celebration. We just cannot deal with it. Kron is... between Kron... Why is Hamburg so much faster than we are? That's what I want to know. And I'm going to have to make some changes. This is not working. I'm getting chewed alive on that left-hand side. Okay. Gallardo's going to have to go. He's getting torched on that left-hand side. So it's going to be Gallardo and De Vries that I'm going to be replacing for now. Now I'm going to have to put Che on the opposite side. I'm going to put Shad in there. Let's see. Who should I say? De Vries. I'm going to put him in there. I'm going to put Ugo Larson in there. Something's got to give here. I mean, I don't know why because, like I said, this game ultimately doesn't matter, but... Of course, awkward silence. Number 14 for Hamburg. Opens up the scoring just like that. Ludovic Reis. Hamburg seems so much quicker than we are, and I don't understand why. And is Malagon even going to try to go at goalkeep? You know what? I'm not even going to bother. I'm putting Ivicic in there. See, why is my back line playing that far? It's going to be 3-1. There we go. And it's Rice again. We have absolutely no answers for Ludovic Rice right now. Lombardi's coming off. I mean, if I'm going to be losing, I might as well just... My team has no answers right now. So Ludovic Rice has a 10-minute brace. I'd like to know why my back line is so far up the pitch. And that was an awful first touch by Che. We can't complete a pass. So, ever since we opened up the scoring in this game, we've done absolutely nothing. Essentially. Bad first touch by Koningsdorfer. Which is going to result in him getting subbed off. We have no answers for this team. It's like our guys have absolutely freaking phoned it in. It's really like our guys really phoned it in. And if they don't want to try, well, fine. I'm not trying either. Yeah, our guys didn't even try to even do anything with the ball when they got it. They gave it up as easily as you can imagine. No creativity, no imagination. The defense is playing midfield for whatever godforsaken reason. This was just a mess of a game. And our guys are happy despite losing 4-1. What a way to celebrate a title, guys. You score in the 4th minute and you get absolutely dominated the rest of the game. I know I'd be happy about that. Yes, I know they're celebrating a league title, but still, I mean, it just feels wrong celebrating anything after a loss. It really does. Especially a loss this bad. This was not a good game at all. I just realized that Sanchez is wearing the armband. Who was my captain last year? I don't even remember. I mean, it ultimately doesn't matter, I guess. I guess Sanchez will be lifting the trophy here. As Preussen Münster are the zwei Bundesliga champions. In rather unconvincing fashion against Hamburg, who have all but secured promotion to the Bundesliga themselves. So, I mean, we did give them a bit of a hand, and I am kind of happy as a Hamburg fan, but my team didn't even try. Ever since we opened up the scoring, it's like my guys are like, oh well, we scored. That's all that's all we need to do. Why am I having trouble speaking? But yeah, my guys absolutely phoned it in this game. They absolutely did. But we are Bundesliga zwei champions, Preussen Münster. I do not care about match facts at all. I don't. Because it ultimately doesn't matter. So that my team did anything that really warrants me looking at their performance more closely, because that was an absolutely garish performance. Like I said, it ultimately doesn't matter, but as you can see, Hamburg have indeed clinched promotion because of them beating us, so congratulations to them. Hamburg and ourselves will be going to the Bundesliga. It looks like it's going to be between Stuttgart and Hanover for that final spot. Okay, is there anything? Hamburg claw ground. Oh yeah, they clinched promotion. Yeah, Hamburg will be a Bundesliga club next season. And they've always been a bogey team for me in FIFA. No matter what FIFA I play, they always seem to be a problem team. I'm sorry if you hear that in the background, because once again, my puppies like to go wild when I'm recording. But we are going to go ahead and we're going to sim to the final game of the season, which is May 18th. And we'll find out around June 10th or 11th who will be joining ourselves in Hamburg in the top flight. And hopefully I'll be able to speak better English too, because the way I've been talking so far in this episode has been completely unacceptable, and I do apologize for that. But we are going to go ahead, going to sim one last game. God, I can't talk. But we're going to go ahead, quick sim this. And we end with a win. A 3-2 win. We couldn't win our home finale, but we do win the season finale as Godowski, Larson, and Batmans get goals. I'm thinking that's Andreas Beck for Heidenheim. I'm not sure which Beck that is, but they made it interesting a minute from time. But okay, looks like Stuttgart will be playing in the promotion playoffs. Okay, first of all, let me look at the inbox. We get 24.4 for winning the Zwei Bundesliga. And let me look at the standings here real quick. But like I said, ourselves and Hamburg have been promoted. Stuttgart will be playing against the third worst Bundesliga team. And the teams going down are Hansa Rostock with Braunschweig, with Wien Wiesbaden playing the third best Dritte Liga side. Which we're going to go ahead and look at those real quick. Okay, you see Stuttgart will be playing in those playoffs, and it's going to be Wien Wiesbaden versus Arminia Bielefeld, who will be fighting for the right to be in the second division. Wiesbaden trying to stay in there, whereas Bielefeld's trying to find their way back up. Should look at the DFB Pokal too. DFB Pokal was won Well, it hasn't been won yet, but it's up. But it's going to be contested between Bayern Munich and Borussia Mönchengladbach. You can see we beat Eintracht Braunschweig 6-0 in the first round. Round 2, we ended up beating Schalke 4-0. And I think it's the next round we ended up losing. We lost to Leverkusen 2-1. Which, at the time of recording this, are still at an undefeated season this year. And I'm just going to be... It very well looks like they are going to be the ones that are going to be dethroning Bayern Munich and ending their 11-year reign on top of the Bundesliga, which, thank frick for that. Super Cup at the beginning of the season was won by Manchester City over FC Porto. Champions League final will be contested between Manchester City and Napoli. Europa League will be contested between FC Porto and Sevilla, and the Conference League will be contested between Royal Antwerp and AC Milan, so it's awesome seeing Royal Antwerp in there. Okay, relegation playoff. I'm still going to sim to the 11th, though. We're going to go ahead and save. We will look at the other leagues here pretty soon, the Bundesliga and the Dritte Liga. But first, we're going to sim ahead. You see Schlesinger from Karlsruhe winning the Golden Boot. Yeah, we're just gonna keep on keeping on here. I still can't believe how shambolic that Hamburg game was. It's like I said, my guys seemed like they didn't even try in that game. I mean, it was a dead rubber match, but for the home finale, I was expecting a little bit more oomph from my guys. I really am. I'm kind of disappointed, but ultimately it really does not matter. But we're going to go ahead and sim just a little bit more. We're going to sim to the 11th. Okay, we're going to go ahead and save. There were 2 Hamburg players that got nominated for Player of the Month. But we are going to go to other leagues. Okay, let's see. Let's look at the Bundesliga, where we know... Well, we don't know. We don't know who the third from bottom is. As Bayern Munich end up winning the league over both Dortmund and Leverkusen, Frankfurt going to be playing Champions League footy. Hertha is in the Bundesliga. So it's going to be Bochum that's going to be facing off against Stuttgart, with Schalke and Darmstadt going straight down. And in the Dritte Liga, Holstein Kiel and Elversberg are going to be promoted. So Elversberg bounced straight back up alongside Holstein Kiel. Arminia Bielefeld will be playing, of course, against Wien Wiesbaden. I couldn't think of what it was, but you can see the Golden Boot. Schlesinger got the Golden Boot. Glanzel second. Van Dyven with 17 goals. Farai with 16. Batmans with 14. Bukhari with 11. Koningsdorfer with 9. Gudovsky with 8. Benez and Shevchuk were the most assists with 11, though Shevchuk did it in 13 less games. Farai with 10. Batmans and De Vries with 8. Koningsdorfer and Bukhari with 6. Sanchez with 5. Oh. Clean sheets. Malagon with 10 and Ivicic with 6, which is combined 16. Hoyer Fernandez of Hamburg got the Golden Glove Award. DFB Pokal, most clean sheets. Galaxy with 2. Ivicic with 2 as well. Most assists, Kingsley Coman with 7. Nobody else is even close. Bukhari got 2 assists. Batman's with 3. That was just half what Glasser got, who ended up getting the Golden Boot in that particular category. And I think that's all I wanted to... Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And we're going to take a look at another... we're going to have another look at the table here. Well, we're going to be looking to see who got relegated and promoted. So Stuttgart will be coming up alongside ourselves in Hamburg. They end up advancing on away goals, meaning Bochum will be relegated to the Zwei Bundesliga. And Arminia Bielefeld does win promotion to the Zwei Bundesliga as Van Wiesbaden get relegated to the Dritte Liga. Champions League was won by Manchester City, no surprise there, 2-1 over Napoli. The Europa League was won by Sevilla. They've become kings of the Europa League and they're continuing on that tradition by beating Porto 2-0. And the Conference League was won by AC Milan, which they handily defeat Royal Antwerp. Former club I've managed, so I'm a little bit sad about that. Just go through Transfer Hub here real quick. Just to take a look at some of the deals that I've made throughout the season. They've all the deals I've made have been free agent signings, so I did not pay a transfer fee for any of these players. And I will be looking at transfer history as well. You can see a bunch of players going out on loan. McGrath got sold to Millwall for 1.3. I forgot about that. Shevchenko, I wonder if he had any contributions. Hamburg getting promoted. Okay, you can see Kiowa, Weghorst, Buchama, we all sold them. Transfer history, we started off with a budget of 25.7 million. We still have 21 million in current budget, which I may just use that to renew contracts. I don't plan on doing any kind of business in that department. I'll probably do the free agent market again next season and see if I can find anybody worth getting. Youth Academy, we don't have to worry about that. I promoted everybody, so I don't have to worry about showing that off. Take a look at Squad Hub. We are going to look at stats. And Emmanuel Farai is our leading goal scorers, or should I say, you'd see Farai, Van Diven, and Batmans all with 17, but Farai on top due to having more goal contributions. He has 11 assists, Van Diven with 4, and Batmans with 9. Farai did it in 28 appearances, Van Diven did it in 21 appearances, and Batmans did it in 24 appearances. But if there's anybody in particular you want to look at, you can just go ahead and just pause the video. 8-2 from Oriana, plus 4 growth in 18 appearances. I'm not going to complain about that. Shevchuk growing by 7, so his growth is good. De Vries growing by 4. Larson growing by 3. Che grew like a weed. He's now at a 76. Lombardi at a 76. Koenig growing nicely. Besnard growing by 3. Good some of the growth on these players. Oh my god. Yeah, Shevchenko didn't really do much from what it looks like. Valenzuela's up to 67. Got a lot of players out on loan. I might look to promote some of these players. How many players do I actually have on loan? Which Figueroa's already grown by 11. He's now at a 69. Papadopoulos grew by 10. He's now at a 69. I'm going to have to consider recalling some of these players. Ivicic is now at 77. I might keep my goalkeepers for next season. But we are going to go ahead and look at development plans. We're going to look at individual attributes. Okay, 107 weeks for Malagone. 94 for Ivicic. Halker Becker, going to take him 4 weeks. Okay, let's see. 46 weeks for Preisinger. I might, as much as I hate to say it, I might move Preisinger on. He's been excellent at corners, but I need to actually think about the future and think about survival in the Bundesliga, and I might have to let him go. Okay, looks like 14 weeks for Zimmerman. Lombardi, gonna be 7 weeks. I'm gonna keep that on him. Sanchez, looks like it's gonna take him 101 weeks, and then a central midfield plan. 2 weeks box to box with central midfield. I think I'm gonna keep him as box to box. Besnard. We're gonna improve his skill moves a little bit. De Vries. 9 weeks on bad form, I'll take it. Ferrari. 3 weeks under the Shadow Striker, I'll go ahead and put that on him. That way he can reach an 80. William Bond. I'm going to improve his passing a little bit. Schaefer, what about you? 13 weeks under Shadow Striker, I'll do that. Oriano. 13 weeks, it looks like. Gradovsky, I might look to move on. I still don't know if Königsdorfer is going to be the guy for me or not. I really don't. I might keep him next season, but depending on what happens, next season might be his last in the Preussen Münster kit. Yeah, it's only going to take him 8 weeks on okay form to reach a 76, so Van Dyven will be my starting striker next season. For sure. But that is it. That is going to close off Season 2. I don't think there's really anything for me to show. I think I pretty much covered everything for you guys. But the next time I see you guys, we will be I'm probably going to have it at the first day of the Bundesliga, the first Bundesliga game that we play. I highly doubt that I'll be doing the preseason tournament. Because the preseason tournament in this game is absolutely broken. Oh, I forgot to look at objectives. Which right now we're at a reasonable status, but... Okay, we got... Sign at least 3 players, which we got that. Scoring at least 1 goal, we did that in 36 matches. Sell 2 players, that's a very low priority. And we got both of those. So why is my manager rating barely above reasonable? And I do want to look at who won... Oh, Glatzel got May of the Month. May Player of the Month. So congratulations to Glatzel. And who is that with him? Who is that? Rice? And there were 3 players. There was Glatzel, Rice, and Jorge Fernandez. And the Ragnar Ake, I think he's on loan from Frankfurt, got nominated for Kaiserslautern, but yeah, got 3 players. Hamburg got 3 players nominated, which is awesome for them. But I am going to go ahead and end things off here. Like I said, the next time I see you guys, we will be starting our very first Bundesliga campaign in almost 6 decades. I don't know who we'll be playing yet, obviously. We'll be finding that out together at the beginning of the opening episode of Season 3. Hopefully you guys are excited about that as what I am. But thank you guys so much for watching this. Hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. I will see you guys again next time.